My name is Tim Reha, host of Digital Health Live. We're here at the Health Tech Capital Conference, Santa Clara, the center of Silicon Valley. Good friend, partner, past sponsor, buddy, and you've also been in my band in Seattle last time we jammed. Jeff Makowka from AARP.
Hey, Tim. Good to see you.
So you guys, I saw you last in San Francisco, I believe, this summer at the Digital Summer Summit.
Yep.
We were at CES. I've been here at this venue with you previously at Demo, Startup America. And so what is AARP, so people don't know, and what are you actually doing for AARP?
Right, so AARP is a social mission-oriented membership organization looking to protect the rights and promote the quality of life for people over 50. My role is more externally focused, trying to ignite and stimulate, spark innovation that benefits people over 50. Mainly, we've been focusing on health and wellness technologies, but coming 2016, we're really excited about helping to craft and categorize caregiving technologies that help lessen the burden of care on caregivers.
And you guys do a pitch event too. I know you guys do that, and I think it was in Florida. So it's really interesting. As AARP, you might not expect to be at the forefront, literally at the top tech events in the world, and you guys have your fingers into a lot of interesting stuff, and you're sponsoring this event.
Yeah, we're a sponsor here. We sponsored the matchmaker session of the day that happened yesterday morning. There was something like 20 different sponsors or large organizations that met with something in the order of 50 different small startups. 15-minute kind of speed dating. I met 4 or 5 really interesting companies that I'll introduce to some of my colleagues back in DC. We're really excited about the attention and sort of the momentum that's building around technologies that help improve the quality of life for older folks.
Yeah, it seems like things are actually getting a lot more real in coming to market now. You guys have some new announcements?
Sure, yeah. So we recently announced that we have our own venture fund that we're working with coordination with JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, $40 million fund. We're still getting that stood up, and JP Morgan's managing the day-to-day operations of that, but that's been a long time coming.
You guys have a really interesting network. There's 40 million members?
About 38, but yeah, let's round up to 40. Sure, yeah. And so I'm also involved in a research project helping to manage, called Project Catalyst. We're taking health and wellness technologies and putting them into people's homes for extended periods of time so we can get some best insights about design, packaging, marketing, usability. Yep.
Didn't you bring 50 plus people to CES, and you had a group of folks just kind of like getting feedback?
Yep. That was another program that we managed last year in conjunction with the Lifelong Tech Conference, which has now been rolled up into the Digital Health Conference. We brought 50 AARP members into our state office, broke them up into tour groups, and then did a kind of a curated tour of mainly the Digital Health Pavilion at CES last year. The members loved it. Companies received feedback about how their products would resonate with typical consumers. It was really interesting. It was a special delegation of folks, and we may or may not do that again this year. It depends on bandwidth, but we are really excited within Digital Health Summit this year. We're going to be releasing our Caregiving Innovation Frontiers report, which will do a categorization and market sizing of technologies related to caregivers, just much like our Health Innovations report that we've been doing for the last couple of years now.
Interesting. So I'm really interested. I mean, everyone's obviously interested in the fund and the JP Morgan piece and then everything else. What are you looking for in terms of specific companies? And then I'm going to turn that around. How do people link up with you guys?
Sure. So what I'm most interested now, and it's an enterprise strategy and emphasis for us, is really, again, these technologies that help lessen the burden on the people that are providing care for their loved ones. And I think this is a fascinating entree into this market because you're getting a two-user experience there. If you can have a technology that both touches the caregiver and makes their life more easy, but also improves the quality of life of the care recipient, we're doing a double good there. And I think it almost doubles the market size. We're talking, probably 50, 60 million people once you include in caregivers and the care recipients. So super excited about that. Things that help care coordination, help remote health monitoring. Very exciting stuff. So we're looking forward to seeing more comprehensive platforms and interactivity between different devices and services in the next couple of years. And then what's the last part was how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, like I know people in Seattle. We're working with with the Washington Biotech Biomedical Association, bringing in digital health companies. And creating resources much like you do, but trying to get those companies plugged into AARP. How do people connect up?
Right. So, we're still hitting the conference circuit pretty hard. We'll be at mHealth. We'll be at, of course, TEDMed. We'll be at Digital Health Summit at CES.
Everywhere.
We'll be at JP Morgan. We'll be at the Startup Health and WinterTech, Health 2O's WinterTech. So if you don't bump into me on the road, you can get to me via Twitter is probably the best way. It's J Makowka on Twitter, at J Makowka.
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 So he's quite a good interview host, too. Thanks for standing in last year and holding the fort.
I want to do it again. Can I do it again?
We're going to talk to Jill. I mean, it's great to have you as part of our team, and it's such a nice deal because we do like 140 interviews in 3 days, and it's exciting. So anything else to add?
No. Very excited about the conference. Thank you, Ann, for putting on a great conference. We're very proud to be a sponsor and looking forward to both participating in this next year, but got a good year ahead lined up for us.
So I'm blown away. It's always interesting to catch up with Jeff and our friends with AARP. You guys are always doing innovative things, and you haven't been doing it just new. I've been working with you guys for 4 or 5 years almost now, yeah. So we're going to sign off here. My name's Tim Reha, and that's Jeff Makowka.
Thanks, Tim. Always
All right.
a pleasure.
I'll see you in D.C.
All right.
And then in Vegas. Cheers.